Hello everybody, it's Maikito, and as always, I'll start by going over yesterday's picks. My Thuram, he just did nothing but cardio. That one unfortunately missed. He only had one. His team took like 19, 18 shots, and him as a striker only took one. So he unfortunately missed. Jamie Vardy and Somerville missed theirs. Well, actually, Vardy DMP'd. He didn't start. And then Somerville, he had 3, so he pushed. The Alexander Sorloth pick that hit. He went higher than 0.5 shots on target. And Salamakers to go higher than 1.5 chances created hit as well. That one was a little bit of a sweat just because he didn't get that one till last minute of the game. When it came to the money lines, I absolutely smashed those 5-0, including the leans. Inter first half through a money line. That one hit. They were, like I said, it was really good value considering the fact that they had gone over this mark in 14 out of 15 games. Leicester, Norwich over 2.5 goals. That one hit as well as my gut call, the Leicester money line. That one absolutely, I knew they were going to win. I said they weren't going to let me down 2 times in a row, and they had one last time, and they pulled through. Middlesbrough money line against Sheffield. I said Sheffield wasn't a good team, and Middlesbrough came through. And then the Leeds versus Hull over 2.5 goals was a sweat. That one didn't hit till like 3 minutes left in the game. But went 5-0 on those. I know a lot of people put all of them into one parlay, so they made a lot of money. So I'm happy for them. I personally have split them into 2 separate slips, a 3-leg and a 2-leg. But either way, absolutely smashed the money lines, and hopefully we can keep the momentum going coming back from the big break. And I have some picks that I do like for tomorrow. Before I get into that, I would really appreciate if you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you have some time. Anything helps. Commenting helps boost the algorithm. I also have my Cashapp and my Fliff codes in the description if you guys want to use those. And I am actually now officially partnered with Underdog as of today. So I really appreciate everybody for supporting me, and especially Jordan from At the Final Round. He helped me get connected with them, and I've been talking to them for a couple days, and I'm officially partnered with them. Again, thank you to everybody who's been supporting me. I've only been doing this for a little over a month, and over 1,000 subscribers. All the support you guys have given me. I'm now partnered with Underdog, and honestly, I didn't think I'd be doing this well this fast, so I couldn't do it without you guys. So I really appreciate all you guys' support and like watching all my videos, so thank you guys for that. All the player picks for tomorrow are all under England Premier League because that's where all the games are. But for my first pick, I have Alexander Isak higher than 0.5 goals and assists, playing at home for Newcastle, going up against Everton. In 9 starts at home this season, he has 10 goals and assists. He has 9 goals and 1 assist. Newcastle is expected to score 2 goals, and if they do score those 2, I expect Isak to be involved in at least one of them. They just played 3-4 days ago, and he had 3 goals and assists in that game. We just need him to get 1. He had 3 last game. He had 2 goals and 1 assist against West Ham. And he's gone over, he came off an injury a while back, and he's gone over this mark in 3 out of 4 home games. His only miss in those 4 was his first game back from injury, and it was a tough matchup going up against Arsenal, one of the best defenses in the league, so I can't really blame him for that one. But other than that one, he's gone over in the other 3 home games this season, and I just feel like this is a good mark for him to continue his hot streak, especially coming off a good performance last game. My next pick is Anthony Elanga, higher than 0.5 shots on target, playing at home for Forest, going up against Fulham. He went over in his last game against them. He only took 1 shot, and it was on target. He averages almost 1 shot on target per 90. He averages 0.96, so almost 1, and almost 50% of his shots are on target. It's kind of like the Sorloth one, but he is a winger instead of a striker. And Fulham allow 15.5 shots away from home, so that's below average, and he's gone over this mark in 4 out of 5 starts, so I feel like this is a good mark for him to go over. He came off the bench last game, and because they were trying to try something different and it didn't work, so I expect him to start this game, and I just need to get 1 shot on target against Fulham. He got that last time. I expect him to do it again. My next pick is David Fofana, higher than 2.0 shots, going up against Burnley. Playing for Burnley at home, going up against Wolverhampton. He's had 2+ in his last 3 out of 3 games. I did take him a couple videos ago, or some videos ago, and I did say that he averaged 3.41 shots every 90 minutes in the Bundesliga. And the reason why I still mention that is because now he's had time to acclimate himself with the team. He's had a couple games with them now, and he had a 2-week break because of international break. So he's had time to build chemistry with his teammates. So I feel like now he should be able to play, or he should have no excuses now. And he's already gone over this in 3 out of 3 games. And I feel like at 2.0, it's a really safe mark to take, considering the fact that he does shoot when he gets the chance. And I know he'll get at least 2 as well, that he gets that 3rd. So it's just a safe play. I really like this. My next pick is Brendan Johnson, lower than 0.5 goals and assists, playing away from home for Tottenham, going up against West Ham. He only has 3 goals and assists in 9 away starts. So if you do the math, he averages 0.33. He's under this in 4 out of his last 5 away games. And I feel like between him, James Maddison, Son Heung-min, Timo Werner, if Tottenham do score, I feel like they'll score 1. I don't know if they'll score 2, just because West Ham are a little better defensively at home. He is least likely to be included in getting that goal or assist. And I just feel like he could get subbed out. I feel like half of the games when he starts, he gets subbed out around the 60th minute mark, and that's good for us. We don't want him to be involved in a goal, and Tottenham usually take a while to get started. So if they do score, it'll be in the second half, and by that time he could not even be in the game anymore. So I like Brendan Johnson to go lower than 0.5 goals and assists. And for my last pick, it's in the same game, but on the other side for West Ham, it is Jared Bowen, lower than 2.5 shots. He averages 2.2 at home. He's under this mark already at home, and he usually doesn't perform well against bigger teams. I know Tottenham, you can argue whether they're considered a big team anymore, but they are. They just had a better in the form in the beginning. They've been playing better lately, and they're decent defensively away from home. And he will be guarded by Udogie, and I do like taking, when people play Udogie, whoever's being attacking him to go under, just because Udogie is a really good and physical defender. Jared Bowen did go up against him earlier in the season away from home, and when he was guarded by Udogie, he only had 1 shot. And at 2.5, I just think this is going to be a pretty good mark for him to take. At 2.0, he'll likely push. He might get 2, but I just don't think he'll get 3. So I like this mark at 2.5. And because when he does take shots, he plays as a striker. This game is likely to play as a winger, because Mikel Antonio, the striker, is probably going to play. So he's probably going to be more of a distributor. And even if he tries to go in and attack, he's going to have Udogie there waiting for him. So I like Jared Bowen to go lower than 2.5 shots. There actually wasn't too many Moneyline picks that I liked, honestly. I didn't want to force any picks, and I didn't want to take anything that was heavily juiced, but I did find a couple that I did like. Firstly, under England Premier League, it is the Newcastle Moneyline going up against Everton. Newcastle have won 10 out of their 15 league home games, and they're coming off a win at home, while Everton are coming off a loss away from home. And both of these games were just 3-4 days ago, so it's relatively recent. And I know Newcastle have had injuries. They have some injuries, actually a lot of injuries, but they still have a really good squad, considering the fact of who they play with, and Isak is one of them. And Everton actually ended up beating Newcastle in the first game when they played them at home, but they actually had a different squad. I don't think Calvert-Lewin's not going to play. Ashley Young isn't going to be there. So they're going to be a lot weaker defensively, and there's a good spot for Newcastle to beat them. My second play is in that same game. This is just another alternative, and I do like it as well. This is just to be a little safer if you want to. It is for the Newcastle-Everton game to go over 2.5 goals. Newcastle is actually over this mark in 73% of home games. They average 3.8 goals at home, from both teams in total. While Everton actually only do this 47% of away games. They average 2.53. So we just need the game to have 3 goals. It's whether that third goal will be scored, which I think it will, just because Everton, I think, will score, and Newcastle are gonna need 2 to beat them. And last game that they played 3-4 days ago at home had 7 goals, and we just need 3. And for my last pick, it is under the Coppaitalia. It is the Juventus money line going up against Lazio. And those two teams, when they've played each other, out of the last 5 games at Juventus's house, they've won 4 out of the 5, and the one time they didn't win, it was a draw. And they have a really good defense at home. They just played last week at Lazio's house, not Juventus's house, and Juventus did lose. But the main reason for that is because they usually have been playing all season in a 3-5-2 formation, which just means they play 3 defenders, 5 midfielders, 2 attackers, with the 2 wingers coming back and defending. So they really play with 5. But last game, Vlahovic, their main striker, was suspended. So because of that, they had to change their whole system. And instead of playing a 3-5-2, they played a 4-3-3. And they were weaker defensively. And they only lost in the last minute of the game. So now this game, they'll probably likely at home now are going to be playing that 3-5-2, what they've been dominating with, what they do good with. And now that Vlahovic is back, they'll be the main contributing factor. The only thing that scares me a little bit about this game is whether this game will end in a draw. But I think Juventus has what it takes to beat Lazio at home. And now they're actually playing them at full strength. And this is likely going to be a 1-0 win or a 2-0 win to Juventus. So those are my 3 money line plays. Thank you if you watched the whole video. I appreciate all of you guys for watching. Like I said earlier, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you have time, please comment, just because it helps the algorithm. Let's see if we can have another good day like yesterday. It's a smaller slate, but there's still plenty of games and good opportunities to make money. So hopefully we make some money. Thank you guys for watching.